Namaste everyone, welcome to my channel. So we are only about 100 days away from prelims 2021 and now is the time to really go into fast gear and make sure that we are focused and extremely productive if we want to finish our syllabus on time, get some revision done and also get a lot of practice. So if you want to do that, it is important that we stay focused for long hours, just an hour session and like 15 minutes break is not going to work anymore, because if you are studying for you know 4 hours, you're also taking an hour of break, and you really cannot afford that much of time anymore. So what we really need to do is figure out a way to make sure that our brain remains that productive and that focused for that much amount of time. So I have come up with various tricks and methods which helps me stay focused. As such, people say that if something works for you, why not stick to it? So why do we need all these methods? And what I would say here is that your brain is very smart. It's going to get used to certain things in a certain amount of time, and after that, it might not work as you wanted to. It's always going to try and overpower you. And if you want to make sure that your brain is always alert and active, I think it's a good idea to shuffle few of these methods that helps you stay productive, not stick to one for a long time, so that it's always new for your brain and you're always on your toes. So here are some of the methods to stay productive and to make sure that you're focused in your studies. The first thing that I would recommend everybody to do is that make sure that your table is completely empty. Generally, people say that it's a good idea to surround yourself with books because it gives you inspiration, or maybe surround yourself with a quote, or at least have your to-do list, something or the other you always keep on your table. But I would recommend that apart from the things that you really need at the time of studying, like your pencil or your marker, or maybe a pen and a paper if you need to write or if you need to make notes, and the book that you're studying. Apart from that, maybe you keep a bottle of water because you don't want to get up, and if you want to drink some hot beverage, you keep that as well. But other than that, I would not recommend keeping anything, not even an inspirational quote. If you want to keep a quote, keep it at a place which is not directly in your peripheral vision. Reason being that what happens sometimes is that you tend to look at it and you tend to go into a completely different world. You start imagining things. It's just going to distract you. Even for few minutes, you can't afford to lose those few minutes. And I think that's why it's important to not do it. Even if you have your to-do list in front of you, what happens is that you start worrying after a while that, oh my god, this is the time right now, I had to do this, I have to do this, and your brain just keeps going into your to-do list and you are panicking and you're not doing justice to the book that you're reading. So even that, even if there's other book on the table that you can see, that's there in your peripheral vision, it's going to bother you that after you finish this, you also have to do that. Even if it doesn't bother you, somewhere down the line it's going to take some of your attention. So just keep everything aside, make sure that it is completely blank. All you have on your desk is all you need for that particular study session at that moment. Second tip is that do not sit in a place where there is a bed. If there is an option of a bed, you might feel like getting a little comfortable, lying down for just a second. And even if you're doing that, you would think that while lying down also I will study, but I just need a break from this chair. Don't do that, because that's just a slippery slope. Once you are on the bed, I'm telling you that your body tends to relax so much. Your brain just does not give a damn about what you're studying or what you're trying to remember. It is going to go into rest mode, and it's whatever time you spend in that bed, it's very likely that it's going to be very unproductive. and you might not even remember that the next day. So what's the point of doing it? If you really want to sleep, just go to sleep. Just don't um, pretend that you are reading while you are on the bed, because if you are on the bed and you are reading, it's going to give you a false sense of security that you have read it, but believe you me, you might not remember it. The third tip that I would recommend is try to use Forest app. It is available for free for Android users if you have that. It's not free, unfortunately, for the Apple users, so not much we can do over there. But basically, what that app does is there you can actually select the tree that you want to grow. So, suppose you want to study for like an hour, and you can select a tree that you want to grow, which will grow in 1 hour. So basically it's like a timer, but you can't move out of that app while that app is on and while the tree is growing, because if you do that, then the tree will not grow up and it will die. So you'll kind of have that guilt. So basically, you will not touch your phone during that much amount of time, and I think the phones are the biggest distractions. So when you're doing that, you can just make sure that you're focused in your studies, and you will kind of force yourself to be in it and not pick up your phone and keep doing your work, because if you do that, there's a guilt that will kill a plant. While I'm on the subject of the phone, I'm going to address the fourth tip, which is also about a phone. And like I said, the phones tend to be a big distraction. So I think that it is easier if you keep your phone a little bit away from you. So basically, if you're sitting to study somewhere, it should not be within a hand's reach. It should be a little bit far away. Basically, if your phone is a little bit away from you, then you sort of have this resistance. Basically, it's like a hurdle that, oh my god, to get the phone, I will have to get up from this place. I can't have it right here. So it's a little bit farther. So, you'd be like, I'd rather finish this particular topic before I get up. And that way, you will kind of end up finishing a few more pages, a few more topics, and you'll stay focused for a longer amount of time. UPSC prelims is of 2-hour duration. So, you need to any which way strain your brain to make sure that it stays alert for 2 hours. If you want to do that, you need to start training from now and make sure that your study sessions are not less than 2 hours. So no more 1 hour study session or half an hour study session and then a break. You cannot take a break before 2 hours. To achieve that, try and set a timer or an alarm for 2 hours, and make sure that you are not going to get up to drink water or to use the washroom or for anything at all for those 2 hours, because you're not going to be able to do that even in the real exam. So why not start practicing from now onwards? In that manner, your body will get trained from now itself, and eventually on the day of the exam you will not have problem staying focused for 2 hours. Often what happens is that your brain wanders off to different thoughts without intending to. There might be too much of chaos in your mind. You might be thinking of something and you might not even realize that it has wandered off to that. So, one way to do that, if you have that problem, is that one way to control your mind from wandering off is that you might like to use white music. So, on YouTube, basically, if you look out for white music, you will find some, 2 or 3 hour long white music videos where, there's a nice background, but you can just turn that background off or, reduce the brightness to 0. And you can just listen to that white music while studying. So what happens is that music does not let, different thoughts come to your mind. It only makes sure that whatever you're reading gets grasped into your brain. The white music is generally like music of rain or of forest or something, or some nature related sounds basically. And I think those sounds really calm your mind down, and you will be able to focus much better. I've realized since I have, started filming these videos is that one of the very effective ways to stay focused is film yourself while you're studying, because you feel that somebody else is going to watch you do that, and they are going to find out if you're not honest with yourself. So one of the very effective ways is just keep filming while you're studying and make sure that your study sessions are again not less than 2 hours. If you're not comfortable with filming yourself study, maybe you can keep the video of somebody else studying for like 2 hours or 3 hours in background. So even if there's no music, you can just put it on mute, and you can just focus on your own study session. But how it will help you is that if they are getting up, only then you get up. But if they are not getting up and you feel the urge to get up, you will feel that if they don't have to get up, why do I have to get up? And so you will keep on studying. It just helps, having somebody else also doing the same thing that you are doing. And if you can't afford to have physical presence around you because it might distract you or you might want to talk, I think this is a very effective way. Last and the most important tip here that I wanted to share with everybody is that make sure that you keep studying even if you are not able to focus. If you are, sometimes what happens is that you start feeling tired because that's your body's reaction. Believe you me, it is not your brain's reaction, but it is your body's reaction, because it is habituated to a certain schedule. So if you sleep at 10 o'clock, your body might start giving signs that it is tired now and it wants to sleep. But that's just its habit, because every day it gets to sleep at 10 o'clock. But today you want to stay up till 12. So what do? You study. There's a chance that for the first few minutes, 10 minutes, even 15 minutes, you will not be able to focus, very well. And you might want to give up because you will feel that whatever you are doing is not productive. Because, you are going to have to read the same line 2 or 3 times, sometimes 4 times, sometimes 5 times, and it still won't register. But the way to get past is that you just have to force yourself to get past that first 15-20 minutes. If you're able to get past those 15-20 minutes by continuing to read despite not feeling productive, what's going to happen is that eventually that in that 5th or 6th time, that sentence will register in your brain. And surely it will take some time, you will be able to cover less portion in the first few sessions like that, but eventually your brain will get used to it. It's just about habit, and what you need to do is develop the habit of reading for long hours. You can easily control your brain and not let it control you, and that's the key to focusing for long hours. So I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to click on the thumbs up button because it really encourages me. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video.